Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So this is a specific message for a group of twin flames who will connect with this reading. This will not be for everyone, and I know I say that in every reading video, but it's especially true for this video because I got the download that for a segment of twin flames who have been on this twin flame journey for a long time, there has and will be an opening up of a reunion timeline that may have been blocked or may have felt inaccessible to you in the past. Specifically in this year 2023, although of course these readings are all technically timeless, but I feel that I'm dominantly speaking to those of you watching this relatively new in the year of 2023. Between the winter and spring, if you are in the northern hemisphere. And I'm hearing, just like in the spring, things come back to life that may have felt dead for a long time. For some twin flames listening, this connection has felt dead for a long time, but it's not been. It's been like that seed beneath the cold, hard earth in the winter, just waiting to spring back to life when the season is right. And the reason I'm doing this reading is because I'm getting that some of you who are listening are beginning to feel this strange pull back to a shared destiny, to a shared future with your twin flame, whereas in the past you may have felt very disconnected from the journey, from the person. You may have separated in some way. There may have even been a time where you wondered if this person even was your twin flame because things may have gotten very backwards or turned around seemingly between the two of you in the physical world. And I feel that dominantly I am going to be speaking to divine feminines in this video. With the goddess of the moon reversed, the divine feminines connecting with this reading may have gone through a really tough time, particularly with the throat chakra reversed, a time when you felt as though this journey was all in your head, or there wasn't necessarily a lot of, or maybe any 3D communication with the divine masculine in your life. Your heart has been going deep within itself, with the rest and rejuvenation card sitting on the heart chakra. The number 19 may be significant to someone. That also could be the year 2019. I'm also seeing this season of fall might be significant to you or your connection. And during this time of separation, for whoever I'm speaking to here, I'm getting a name with a W in it, by the way. During this time with the third eye chakra upright, there's been a really powerful activation of your psychic gifts and abilities. In fact, in your personal life, you may have found yourself aligning with some kind of goal or dream, something that felt highly individual, but your spirit guides want you to know that even if this felt individual, this actually is, in the energetic world, in the spiritual world, so to speak, a joint effort between yourself and your twin flames' higher selves, meaning you've been using this powerful twin flame energy, this activated both divine feminine and divine masculine energy that we experience physically when we interact with an incarnated twin flame, but that actually we are learning through this journey how to access and integrate within ourselves. And I'm hearing that through this integration of your internal divine masculine, You've actually been learning how to support yourself in this path towards your dream. And your divine masculine counterpart has felt the shift, because I saw the thinking man upright to me in this reading, and I'm getting a name with a D. This card really stands for the masculine being focused or fixated on you in the current circumstances of what I feel to be silence for the person I'm channeling in this reading. The word frog came out, so a frog might be significant to someone in some way. Also the word rich, so that could be someone's name. It could be short for Richard, but also I'm getting that this could mean that someone in this connection, either you or your counterpart, has a lot of status. I'm hearing you might be a public figure. You may be someone with a bit of secrecy around you, even if you don't necessarily have the material status as others might see it. You are someone who keeps a close inner circle, someone who really places a lot of value in the few that they spend their time with. And you're also someone who is very rich in spirit. You have a very rich, deep mind and soul. You're a very ancient soul as well. I feel that you may have had past life dreams or memories surface during meditation from past lives or past worlds. Whether you're fully conscious of it or not, you are someone with a very strong connection to the spiritual realm. I'm getting the word porch, so someone could have a porch or a balcony that they spend a lot of time on. Now, I feel that the divine feminine coming through with the envy card reversed. This journey has been so challenging for you, especially during this time of separation. But recently you have really upgraded yourself because you've learned how to fulfill yourself from within. And I'm hearing the words peace and harmony. And I feel like those are the energies you are beginning to embody. This is your era of peace and harmony, but also radiance. I'm getting that for many of you, traveling the world may be something you're doing now or something that you are manifesting yourself doing in the near future. You are really beginning to embody your ideal version of self. And even through this painful time of separation, I feel rather than fixating externally on your physical divine masculine, you've really been doing the inner work. You've been focusing your time, care, and attention on yourself, and your guides are really applauding you for that. Now, with the card of releasing fear, I feel like this twin flame journey required you to face your gravest and deepest fears in life. Now, some of these fears may have been related to the person themselves. So you may have had a fear of this separation, a fear of quote unquote losing them in the physical world. You may have had fears unrelated to this person. This could have been fears about loss or grief or hardship in your own life. And I actually see that many of those fears you had actually may have become realities. You may have had to face the biggest fears that you'd been holding in your heart. However, the blessing within that is it's taught you a kind of strength beyond what most people ever attain to in one lifetime. I'm hearing 10 times beyond what most humans ever attain to. I'm seeing with the Judgment card that you may have had a fear of being judged by others for sharing your new authentic self. This could be related to these psychic gifts and abilities you're coming into, which when I say psychic, I mean the ability to read and interpret and channel energies. So it might not be what other people traditionally call psychic. This could be energy channeling you're doing through artwork, through poetry, music, writing, business endeavors, even very intuitive choices that you're making in your life that are expanding you. This is all related to this awakening and strengthening of your psychic gifts and abilities, which I feel were first energetically activated by meeting this divine masculine that's coming through here that you've been in separation with. But I'm hearing that you've learned that separation consciousness begins in the mind, and you've released judgments towards yourself, towards your twin, towards others. You're really beginning to come into this one love mentality of new earth, this highly unconditionally loving frequency. This is breaking down barriers of separation between self and others. You've radically increased your sense of empathy, although you've always been a very empathic person. But in the last year especially, I'm hearing that what you've gone through has radically enhanced your ability to empathize with others, meaning to quite literally feel like you've lived what they lived, to put yourself in their shoes, to see from their perspective. And this breaking down of separation within yourself and within your life, although I feel that you shifted focus away from the physical divine masculine, away from the physical journey, inevitably the releasing of separation consciousness within yourself has broken down energetic barriers of separation, artificial separation between yourself and this divine masculine twin flame. And he has felt that shift, and it's been magnetically pulling him closer to you. And you may have felt some of this magnetic pulling as well. I'm hearing that this may have come as a surprise recently, where you may have suddenly felt a renewed interest in a divine masculine counterpart that you thought that you had released or let go or surrendered. You may have suddenly felt the desire to reach out, even though you may not have acted on that impulse, but you still felt this kind of pulling, energetically speaking. And for whoever I'm speaking to here, and again, this will not be for everyone, but for whoever I'm speaking to here, this pulling you've been feeling back to this divine masculine you thought you may have released or let go is actually happening because there's been an opening up in the reunion timeline between the two of you. I'm hearing that there was a first potential reunion window for you. And when I talk about these reunion windows, I'm referring to something energetically that was set into motion by your higher selves prior to incarnating here. We create these potential pathways in our life. Now, there are some events that are practically set in stone, some meetings that inevitably will take place in a lifetime. There are people we so strongly intend to reconnect with as an incarnated soul that it's inevitable, essentially. There are also sometimes events which are essentially inevitable because we so strongly desire them as a soul that they have already built a lot of energetic momentum prior to even incarnating in this body, so they inevitably occur. But in other cases, in fact, in most cases, it's not set events that we create as a soul, but potential pathways and windows of opportunity. And as someone who chose to incarnate here as a twin flame, which I feel you did if you've connected with this video so far, you and your twin jointly created these potential windows of time when your souls could unite physically. Now, I'm seeing that for some of you, there was a first window. This may have been for some of you around the year 2016, 2017. For others of you, I'm getting that this may have actually been a few years ago, around the year of 2020. But I see that in the case of those resonating with this video, you and your twin flame, because of the circumstances, were not able to fully physically reunite during that window. This created a lot of grief, particularly on the side of the divine feminine, because what I'm seeing is the divine feminine was ready, but the divine masculine was not in that previous reunion window. However, now, if you have connected with this video, and I'm getting a wave of chills, it feels as though you are ready because you've remained ready, even though it's been very challenging to hold yourself in those higher vibrational timelines when it's felt very lonely up there because your masculine has been still on these lower vibrational timelines. It feels like he's beginning to make the rise to meet you, and you're feeling that. You're feeling that this divine masculine is on his way to meeting you at this higher timeline that could potentially allow the two of you to fully physically reunite, particularly within the next year to 18 months as of when you are watching this video. Now, if this is connecting, I pulled 2 cards from the Moonology deck, and synchronistically, both of these cards are new moon cards. So this recent new moon may have been really powerful for you. But also what I see with these cards is that there is a really fresh energy coming in for both you and your twin. With the card, you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. Someone could have Cancer energy, but this also could mean that the upcoming Cancer season could be the time when these reunion energies hit their peak for you and your twin, which might be the optimal window for the two of you coming together. I also see with the card, it's time to take action, the new moon in Aries, but in the reverse position, that you, divine feminine, are being reminded that you've been holding the space energetically, and that the ball is in the court of the divine masculine here to actually take the positive forward moving action steps. I'm hearing your guides show you, or rather tell you, let the divine masculine show you his healing, show you his progress. You feeling the pull could be a sign that those physical manifestations of the progress that you've been feeling happening, the healing you've been feeling happening in your divine masculine may be coming very soon. I feel that in the past year, with a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So someone could be Cancer, Aries, Libra, or have that energy in their birth chart here, because those are the cards that came out from the Moonology deck. But with this new romantic cycle beginning, I'm seeing that, again, there is this fresh energetic space that you and your divine masculine are being given the opportunity to step into. And very notably, this is also a new moon card. So that phase, the new moon, seems to hold particular significance for the two of you. So I'm also hearing this could mean that you might physically meet up or reunite around or on a new moon within the month. With a new romantic cycle beginning, I'm picking up as well that your divine masculine has had to pay some kind of retribution or karmic debt for certain actions or behaviors taken towards you in this lifetime that caused some kind of separation or disconnect. I feel that you, divine feminine, during one of those previous reunion windows, which I see potentially again, this could be 2016 to 2017 or the year 2020 could have represented those previous windows. And I see that during this time, the divine masculine wasn't ready in the way that you were. And in fact, he chose to remain stuck and took certain actions in the physical that sent the both of you back onto a separation timeline temporarily, which you've been on, which is why, divine feminine, you going on to this separation timeline was very painful, especially for you, because you were ready. And your soul knew that you were ready, but the divine masculine wasn't ready. So it's almost like, wow, I just got this powerful download. It's almost like your souls said, okay, meet me back here on this day at this time, and you were there waiting for him, but he never showed up. It almost felt like a broken promise or a betrayal or an abandonment at a really deep core soul level when you were ready for a reunion window opening that he wasn't ready for. But you've been holding this space, and I see that now he's rising to meet you. If all of this has resonated so far, and this is launching you into a third potential reunion timeline for the two of you that could start this entirely new cycle, because the energies have been powerfully balanced out within the last 6 months to a year. So I don't know who this message is for. I hope it reached you if it's for you. And if something from this message or this reading did connect, I would love to hear from you in the comments under the video. If you would like me to channel more specific messages for you in future videos, I recommend subscribing to this channel and liking the video, because by taking those actions, by liking and subscribing, this does allow me to pick up on your energy more easily and channel more specifically for you both now and in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the reading here. You can follow me on Instagram at @magnetizeyourself for more twin flame energy updates and information. I am wishing you a beautiful rest of your day, and I will talk to you again in the next video.